extraordinary life. Light and life went together.
We now know Priestley's discovery as photosynthesis, the remarkable way plants absorb the energy from light and in the process convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. Light doesn't just show us the world. It's a form of energy that's essential for all life. The discovery that light was energy and could affect powerful chemical changes would have surprising results. It would open up a world that no one had ever seen before. The story begins with Tom Wedgwood, son of the famous potter Josiah. Tom Wedgwood's experiments would kickstart one of the most revolutionary technologies of all time, photography. It began with Tom trying to help out the family business. Wedgwood pots were famous for their hand-drawn decorations, and Tom wanted to find a way of decorating pots automatically.
So what Wedgwood did was to prepare a special chemical mixture made up of silver nitrate and common salt.
Others had noticed that silver nitrate goes black when light shines on it, but Wedgwood experimented with ways of using this to draw patterns, what he called sun prints. To create a sun print, wrap foil with holes cut into it around a glass tube filled with silver nitrate, and then suddenly expose it to a very bright light. Where the silver nitrate has been hit by the light, you get blackened images. Deluged as we are by fantastic photographic images, these grey splodges look rather unimpressive. But in 1770, they gave a glimpse of a wonderful future.
Wedgwood and his collaborators were absolutely fascinated by this process of sun printing, because what it meant was that there might be a way of preserving forever the information that light carries to the eye. The dream of Enlightenment immortality was turning into the reality of photography.
Within 50 years of Wedgwood's experiments, paper soaked in silver nitrate was being used to capture real images. Photography became a craze.
So the exposure is going to have to be about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Stand probably with your head or your shoulders so that they can be supported by the mantelpiece behind you.
Right. Okay.
Now, this could make you a bit uncomfortable. Could you draw yourself up a little? And then
Photography pandered to the vanity of middle-class Europeans, because having your own portrait was now affordable. Photography was a very seductive and popular art, but it was also seen as extremely threatening. All sorts of social boundaries were broken down or breached by the new art of photography. Things you weren't supposed to see, places you weren't supposed to look at, images that weren't for popular consumption. The boundary between elite and vulgar taste was being torn down by the chemical process of photography.
26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Thank you very much.
Photography was crucial to Florence Nightingale's campaigns to improve military hospitals. It helped found the Salvation Army, and it brought home to the public the horrors of the American Civil War. But photography would do more than uncover social secrets. the ability to capture light would reveal unimagined truths about the natural world. It would revolutionize biology, engineering, and ultimately through physics, take us into a new dimension. It started with a simple question. What happens when a horse gallops? In equestrian circles, it was an age-old question as to how exactly horses move. When they're galloping, do their feet all simultaneously come off the ground? Now that was an old question, but you couldn't solve it with the naked eye. Edward Muybridge, a photographer on the west coast of America, was commissioned for a bet to use this newfangled technology to prove once and for all how a horse really moved. Muybridge's plan was to use 24 cameras placed in a row across the racetrack, each attached to a tripwire. And when the horse galloped past, its exact movement at that instant would be caught on camera.
Muybridge then developed the photos and had a series of amazing images of horses moving quickly. It was true that at one point in the gallop, the horse takes all its feet off the ground, something you could never see with the naked eye, which the camera had now revealed for the first time.
Muybridge was a showman, he was a dreamer, he was a visionary, and he was after a fast buck.